God damn, that's good water. All right. I think we all know what we have to discuss here tonight. It's something that kind of came out of left field, but I think you'll bear with me on this. It's a very serious issue that I feel like just people talk about it, but it's just it really needs to stop, okay? And the issue is this. It's actually very quite simple. How come every time, not every time, I guess I should say, but how many times in the Star Wars franchise are they going to blow up a giant planet-destroying superweapon? I mean, let's seriously think about this. Like, it happened in The New Hope with the Death Star, and the Death Star is cool. And then what do they do in the what do they do in the Jedi's Return? What do? They build another Death Star. Okay. And then, did you see The Force Awakens? And then in Rogue One, it's also there. Like, can we start thinking of new fucking things to do in Star Wars movies? It's getting ridiculous. God damn. I mean, I get it. They look cool. It's a giant destroying super weapon the size of a moon that shoots a giant laser beam. It's awesome. But, you can't keep using it over and over and over again. It just gets less cool. Anyway, I just really wanted to get that off my freaking chest. You guys have a good night, alright? Later. Okay. Oh. Finish the sentence. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go into the, alright. I'm gonna go into the video title. One Piece Chapter 903. Spoilers! Exclamation point, how many exclamation points goes after the word spoilers? I feel like it should be more than 2, but less than 5. 4. I think 4 is good. Yeah, 4. Alright. Okay. Alright. And I'm gonna literally put in the description, I discussing One Piece. 903 spoilers. Here's the thing. The chapter's out on Jamie's box. Alright? And Kiss Manga, but not on Manga Stream and not a lot of other places. So, if I don't put that, I'm gonna get shit. Okay, if someone wanders into the stream, if I just put Tekking101 live like I normally do, and someone just wanders into the stream, then it's like, oh, I'm spoiled! You know, I don't want to deal with that, alright? So let's just keep it like that, alright? You know what, screw it, I'm not even putting it in the description. You could read the title. Alright, cool. Alright, 723 people in here right now. Holy shit. You know what I'll actually do? Hold on. Okay. Okay, that's good. Alright, title is set. Yes, chapter... See, some people in here didn't even know it was out. That is a necessary title. Okay? That is a necessary title. Okay, so, give it a second. Talk about Luffy, talk about that. It's 10 plus 5, 15, yeah. It's out on Janie's box. Yes, I know it's out. Yep, it's out. Yes, it's out. But there's a lot of people that haven't read it because it came out at a weird time today. It came out late for me. I mean, I can't do the review at this point. I mean, it's going to be too late. I have work tomorrow morning. I'll get it done when I get off. Yeah, probably should have enough time for that. You know, it really sucks because I set my schedule around at work to literally be like, okay, I want Fridays off so I have time to do the review. And then, and also Thursdays as well. I also have Thursdays off in case the chapter comes out early. But then weird shit like this happens, like on Golden Week, where the chapter does come out on Friday, but not until like 8 o'clock at fucking night. And it's just like, well, this is a process. Read it. I've already read it. I've already taken the snapshots of it. I already know what I'm going to do. I already pretty much have everything there. Don't read the chat when reading the chapter. You will get spoiled. I've already read the chapter. Okay. As soon as the chapter comes out, I read the chapter. As soon as spoilers of the chapter are released, I read the spoilers. I have no patience for this. Alright? I don't know why. I mean, maybe you think I can have some restraint with this. I have zero restraint with this. Alright? The second that spoiler is dropped on the Reddit page, I'm reading it. All right, I don't have time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Remember the ain't nobody got time for that, lady? Ain't nobody got time for. I think I have a remix version on this. Do I? Yeah, I do. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Time for that. Well, okay. Okay. Best. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Because, I don't know, man. Like, hold on. Let me, All right. Okay, because in a perfect world, I would love just to put the image of the chapter right here and then scroll through it in real time. But I seem to remember, I seem to think that just doing that might not make, Shueisha all too happy. And even when I'm doing the review, I make sure to not, have, there's a point where I'm like, all right, there's too many manga panels all lined up, and, maybe I should break that up a little bit there. I guess we're back in 2008, YouTube, yeah. So doing live reaction, it's not really a live reaction, but okay, I'll do it. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go through the chapter. You can read along with me. You can go to Jamie's box, that's where it's out. I'm going to be discussing the chapter. I already have all the snapshots, so whenever I see a snapshot of something that's, I'm not going to do every single panel, but whenever I see something, we're going to, focus on that. Okay, you ready? Alright, holy shit, we have 961 people in here right now, okay. Oh, okay, so, the beginning of the chapter, actually, we got a beautiful color page this week. Not even a color page, this is the front of Jump. And it has Vivi and it has Cobra hanging out there. And, yeah, so Reverie is beginning, so yeah, we're getting to Reverie first instead of Wano, which I'm fine with that, I'm okay with that. Now, at the beginning of this, the title of this chapter is called The Fifth Emperor. So, right away, without even getting into the chapter, just by hearing the title, you know how fucking hype this is going to be, okay? The Fifth Emperor. That is some heavy shit to drop on you. Because up until this point in the story, the Yonko, the four emperors, literally, Yonko, that name is just, that's a name that sends a shiver down. Fifth Emperor. Alright, so I guess that'd be the Goko now, right? When the Goko. So, get ready, kids. Now, we start our epic journey upon the Thousand Sunny, where it seems that Sanji got a special gift bequeathed to him, by Niji. And Sanji's got a fucking raid suit. Yes! Now, Here's why this is awesome. In fact, this actually made me think of a few issues with this, you know, way back at the beginning of this arc. You know how, like, when the beginning of this arc, when Sanji finally meets his dad, you know, reunited with his dad and his siblings and everybody, and they're at the Germa castle and they're eating dinner, when Sanji's like, Niji, finish your food. You remember that scene? Do you remember that scene? Okay. Something I always found weird about that scene is all of the Vinsmoke siblings are sitting around the table, and they're sitting in chairs that are, like, designating their numbers. So there's a 1 chair, a 2 chair, a 4 chair, and there was a 3 there. And I'm just thinking, like, Sanji's been gone for, like, over 10 years. Why would you still have that lying around? And then you start thinking, like, maybe they built, like, a raid suit for him or something like that. Like, they had that ready to go for him. Because these things, you imagine these things are not easy to manufacture. And also, it's not like Judge is gonna make one because he was like, oh, we're gonna marry you off to fucking Big Mom's daughter, and we're never gonna see them again. So it's like, who gives a shit about you? You're not gonna manufacture a raid suit. So this thing probably is, like, I would imagine maybe a raid suit they had for years. They just had it. I don't know. I would assume, because when the Vinsmokes were kids, they had this thing where they talked about how they had like a child form, and then they didn't really go through puberty. They didn't really have an adolescence where they, like, slowly got bigger. They kind of just, like, developed an outer shell, and they were already adults. That's how they kind of went through puberty, So, with that being said, they might have developed a raid suit for every one of the Vinsmoke siblings back when they were kids, figuring on how they would, develop that outer shell. Sanji just never developed his, so they had to just, he grew up like a normal person. So, he has it, though. Sanji has a raid suit. And Luffy and Chopper are begging him. They are begging him to put this damn thing on. They're like, oh, please, come on. And Sanji's like, no, I'm not. Did you not just see what all that was about just now? All this crap. This is like a live review. This is kind of weird. I don't script them, so this is literally how we go about it. Okay? Just like, yeah, I mean, we could have died back there. The whole thing, I said goodbye to my father. All the shit he said to us. I hate them. I'm gonna chuck this thing into the farthest point of the ocean. And he's about ready to do it. Sanji and Chopper basically convince him otherwise. They're, like, holding on to, like, oh, please don't. So, and they say, do you understand you might be able to shoot laser beams from this thing? And, Sanji's just like, I'll leave the laser beams to Frankie, thank you very much. We already have one member of this freaking crew that can shoot lasers, we don't need 2. Now, that got me thinking, okay, Ichiji's power is combustion and explosions. Niji is electricity. Yonji is that mechanical arm. Reiju is poison. Everyone thinks Sanji is fire. Maybe Sanji's is actually lasers. Maybe Diablo Jambe is just like a base form, but he puts the raid suit on, then he can focus those fires into, like, lasers or some shit. Like, if anything, I think we've actually already seen a drawing of Sanji in a raid suit on a color page, so we probably already have a general layout on how it's going to look. Hold on, I gotta open my window. It's hot as shit in here right now. It was raining earlier, so I had to close all my windows, but it stopped raining apparently. Oh, we're up to 1,200 people already. Okay, shit. So, yeah. I don't remember what chapter it was. If someone throws out the chapter number that cover page was, the cover page where where Sanji was in that raid suit, all the Straw Hats, I think, were drawn like they were in Super Sentai or something. If someone could give me that chapter number, I can look it up in my archives. I have them all ready to go. I just don't know what chapter it is. But anyway, yeah, that's probably what it's going to look like. Okay, Sanji does not destroy it. He doesn't chuck it into the ocean, so he keeps the raid suit. Chapter 872. Okay, awesome. I have my archive here. OP archive. Tekking101. Super skills activate. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so this is the thing. Mugiwara 56. You see Sanji over there to the he's in the back there. He's back next to Frankie right here with the blue on number 5. That might be similar to how his raid suit looks. It might be. We don't know. Okay. So there's that. Now, moving on, we now have Zeus and Nami. Okay, so Sanji's complaining about science basically, And that's when Nami pulls out her climb attack, and she's just like, oh, well, you know, this is the sorcery and the science of Weatheria mixed with technology of Usopp, so check it out. And then she pops the button on the climb attack, and Zeus poofs out of the freaking climb attack. And, you know, he's hanging out there. He's much bigger than he was before. This feels weird, by the way, doing it like this, because I'm still going to do a review, and I feel like I'm going to repeat myself a lot during the review. I don't know. Hold on. Hold on a second. I gotta get something here. Shit. So, I'm thinking, maybe I shouldn't do this play-by-play. Maybe I should just go through the main points of the chapter instead of doing a play-by-play. Because if I do the play-by-play the same way I do as the review is gonna be the exact same video as this. Hold on. I gotta hook up some tech. Luckily, I'm the tech king. Beware my power. Fucking hot as shit in here. Oh, hi, Mr. Spider. How are you doing? Oh, my God. Okay, that's better. Oh, just upload the stream. Live review! Oh, man, but I wear the suit. It's what I do. I wear the suit. It's how I do things, damn it. Alright. I'll still watch your review. Your Roger does both, so I don't care. Hey, Spidey. Yeah. Alright. I don't want to repeat, yeah, you know, but I don't want to repeat every little thing. So I'm just going to cover the major points here. And then, you know, the review will be out tomorrow, and then you'll talk about it. Okay. So, the major point is that Sanji, they get the paper, and they find a bounty poster in the paper that's always been released. It's been a few days since the whole Big Mom incident at this point. So, the bounties are out, and they're updated. Sanji's new bounty is 330 million. See, you notice how I can fuck this up when I do the review? There's a lot of reshoots when I do reviews. A lot of reshoots. You see the reviews like 30 minutes, that means it took me probably about an hour. Anyway, 330 million, which is like 177 million was his old one, so that's almost, I think that's double, actually. Yeah, because that sounds about right. Pull out the old calculator here. 354 would be double. So, close to double, but not quite there yet, but close enough. Sanji's new bounty, 330 million, alright. And Sanji is ecstatic. He's at first ecstatic because it means that his bounty is higher than Zoro's, who's 320. So he's like, ah, yeah! Got one up on the freaking moss head. But then he gets really depressed because it says Sanji Vinsmoke on him, right after he was done with this big tirade that's just like, I've had enough of the freaking Germa. I don't want you to ever hear I don't want to ever hear the name Germa 66 or Vinsmoke ever again. Sanji, the paper's here. Okay, let's take a look at this. Sanji Vinsmoke. God damn it! Sanji can never get a fucking break, can he? Just never can. First it's the freaking picture with Duval, and now this. Anyway, Luffy looks at his new bounty poster, and it doesn't seem like Nami or Brook or Chopper, Carrot, none of them got bounties, or updated their previous bounty. And I guess that's just because Morgans just didn't know, you know, what they did. You know, Brook actually fought Big Mom, you know, like, just from the matter of, just from, like, the testicles that he has. Well, he doesn't have, because he's a skeleton. Yo-ho-ho-ho! He should get, like, an extra 150 million for that alone. For just going up against a Yonko and not wetting yourself, you know? But anyway, Luffy looks at his bounty, and he's at first really upset. Because he's like, it went down! He's like, it went down to 150 million, and he starts crying his eyes out, and everyone's like, what? How does that even work? Bounty goes down? That's never happened before. So now, I believe this is the point where we cut away. Yes, we cut away to various locations around the world. Now, I was under the assumption that while Luffy and everybody in the gang were fucking around on Totland, Reverie was, like, in beginning. Like, all the, you know, because we see all the ships leaving their ports. I already assumed they already arrived at Marijois, and they were, like, Reverie was happening, like concurrently with Totland. No, that's not the case at all. It turns out that, you know, Reverie hasn't even begun yet. The ships are still on their way there. So we cut to various locations. Like, the Neptune family hasn't even left yet. Granted, they're at Fishman Island, which is Fishmond Island. They're in Fishmond Island, which is located all the way at the bottom of the sea, but all they have to do is go straight up to Marijois. So, you know, they don't have to go very far, but they haven't even left Fishman Island yet. So, Shirahoshi says that she finally wants to go. Remember last time she was kind of hesitant about that, and then she's like, you know, Luffy will call me Weeka Hoshi or Crybaby Hoshi if I don't go, so I gotta go. So they're like, awesome, let's do this. So they're like, alright, so they're on their way to Reverie. Chapter's out, bro. Yes, I'm literally discussing it right now. Oh, you gotta love people. You gotta love people. Oh, is that because I put spoilers in the title? Oh, I was like, no. Tekking, you think that there are spoilers? Well, let me tell you, sir, the chapter is in fact out right now. I'm gonna click on the I'm gonna click on the live stream and immediately comment that without even listening to the fact that you're in fact discussing the chapter itself right now and you're already aware of the situation. Anyway, here it comes. But anyway, moving forward, we cut now over to various locations, one of which including Crocodile. I have a theory about Crocodile. Do you want to hear it? Let me pull it up here. Okay. So you see Crocodile, you don't know exactly where he is. He looks like he's in a well-to-do kind of place. It looks like he's in like a hotel lobby right now or something, just chilling out with a newspaper. Nice little ceiling and wall. He's sitting on a nice couch. He's got, you know, he's got some armed guards there. I'm gonna throw this out there. Are you ready for this? Because this is something I was thinking about. It makes sense. Well, it kind of makes sense. I want to get your, you know, gauge on this. Crocodile is one of the leaders of the Revolutionary Army. What do you feel about that? He left for 2 years, ever since Impel Down. We have no idea what he's been doing in the New World. He's obviously not going to be helping out the government or the Marines anymore. So either he returned to his pirate life, or he decided to help out the revolutionaries. Because Crocodile's a smart dude. Crocodile, I don't know if he would go and gather up his own crew, like, and just live the life as a normal pirate. He's on the lam. You know, he busted out of jail at level 6 nonetheless. People are going to be looking for him. So he can either try to throw together a fucking, you know, pirate crew together and sail the 7 seas, but the thing is, Crocodile is used to that whole, like, suave Bond villain shit. I don't see Crocodile just getting together a ragtag bang of pirates, and granted, you have Mr. One as the first mate, but he's not gonna be like, all right, mateys, let's journey. That's not Crocodile's style. I don't see. He's the kind of guy chilling out in the really fancy, kind of immaculate places, you know? So, I could see him doing that. And that would be a very clever way of introducing him back into the plot of the series, because if Crocodile just went out and became a normal pirate, okay, you could maybe introduce him back into the story some way, but if he was made a revolutionary leader, then that would connect to a bunch of shit. That spider web would link back up. So what do you think about that? I like that. I like that. Oh, lightning. Hold on. No thunder? I thought thunder followed lightning. I think this means the laws of the universe are breaking apart. Or the lightning is just really, the thunder is just too far away for me to hear. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, back to it. So that's my thoughts on that. The whole Crocodile thing. Okay. Now, something else from the next panel over. We have a scene where Vivi is reading the newspaper. And we also... Oh, there it was. I just heard it. Yep. I have a scene where Vivi and Capone are reading the paper as well. Now, this itself is not all that interesting. They're just reading the paper, whatever. Their reactions to it, like, oh my god, what? But did you guys... Here's something... I didn't notice this until reading it through the second time while I was taking snapshots of this. Look at the bottom of the paper that Vivi is reading. Yeah, boy. Dr. Vegapunk. Yep. No idea what it's about, but he's in the paper. He's referenced. All right. There's a scene with the Marines, and Akainu is just kind of yelling and screaming. There's a scene where I think we didn't just cut over to the... Yeah, okay, we cut over to the Dressrosa ship that's being guarded by the Tontatas. We have King Prudence II, and we have King Riku Dole III hanging out there. Rebecca's skipping about like, have you read the paper yet, Papa? And everyone is... Why did I give Rebecca like an Oliver Twist like kind of accent just now? Have you read the paper, Papa? Have you seen that the straw-hatted boy that saved our kingdom is now one of the Yonko of the sea? Can I please have some gruel? Please, sir, can I have some more? I don't know why I gave Rebecca the fucking voice of a Cockney 10-year-old, but there you go, kids. Okay. I thought you were talking about Vivi's breasts. I'll probably work that into the joke in the review. Like, hey guys, look at the... Zoom in on that Vivi panel, and then I'll zoom in on her tits. I'm like, no, not that. You know, to the left. I'm like, there it is, right there. Okay, so, basically what's going down around Reverie time is that a lot of pirates want to attack these kingdom ships. Makes sense given the fact that Reverie is held every 4 years. Like, there's a schedule to this. So, every 4 years, you know, kind of like a presidential election, everybody just goes crazy. And they're like, oh shit, all these famous freaking kings and queens and princesses and princes, they're going to be heading to Reverie. We know the route they're going to be taking. So, we're pirates, let's go attack them. So that's why all the marine convoy ships are there. And, you know, you have the Tontatas. And I was actually really disappointed by that because I thought they were going to do the Tontata defense. I would have loved the pirate ship to attack the Dressrosa ship and then be like, there's no convoy following them, except that tiny little dinghy, and then the Tontatas come out and beat the shit out of the pirates. I would have loved that. Doesn't happen. So these pirates have a submarine, which, go watch my technology in One Piece video. They don't have flying machines, but they do have the technology to make submarines. Like, I guess these things are not even just Law has one. You have submarines. And they launch a torpedo at the Dressrosa ship. Their goal is to try to kidnap Viola. They've already kidnapped one of the princesses from the Eleusia Kingdom. In case you don't know what the Eleusia Kingdom is, I believe if you go way back to... Hold on. I just want to double check on this. We're going to do some real-time wikiing here. For our ritual we practice every 4 years. And does anyone remember the Jib Jab comics? The Jib Jab comics were really funny, were really popular back in like 2008 during the presidential election of McCain and Obama, and they had these little just animated shorts about people, and it was just funny. And they had this little thing. So this dude right here, Thalassa Lucas, this dude right here is the king of Eleusia Kingdom, and he showed up in the first Reverie ever shown back during Dalton's flashback during Drum Island. He was the one that mentioned that Dragon was such a big threat to the world. Okay, so that's the Eleusia Kingdom, and I think the princess, I don't know if this is, no, it's not updated for the new chapter yet, but the princess that got kidnapped already is from the Eleusia Kingdom. So there you go. That's a setup for that. Now, so they're trying to attack Viola. So they break out this torpedo to attack it, and the person that stops it is freaking Kobe. Kobe shows up. Now, this isn't like a huge surprise because we've already seen Kobe's post-time skip design with Film Z, as well as with the episode of Luffy we saw it, so this isn't like a huge surprise here, but we get post-time skip Kobe, and Kobe actually, you know how like when Zoro showed up post-time skip and the first thing Zoro did, what did he do? Sliced a fucking galleon in half, and that was kind of indicative of what what Mihawk did back at the Baratier, sliced Krieg's ship in half, right? So this thing that Kobe's doing, swimming underwater at great neck speeds, grabbing the torpedo, knocking it out of the water, and just landing on the ship and just wringing out his clothes like, yeah, I have a ship, but I swim out. That reminds me of the thing that Rayleigh did when he got from, you know, he swam from Sabaody to Amazon Lily. Not obviously the same distance and not swimming through the calm belt, but that's what that reminded me of. Like, Rayleigh jumped in the water, swam through ocean, killed a fucking sea king, and then landed on Amazon Lily and just wrung out his freaking shirt like it wasn't any big deal. Kind of the similar thing with the Kobe there. Oh my god. So Kobe, arrives on the Dressrosa ship, and he just announces that, everything's cool, and he contacts Helmeppo, and Helmeppo took out the submarine, and so he's chilling out there. Helmeppo is now Kobe is a captain. Helmeppo is, I think, a lieutenant commander or something. Like, he's one of the higher ranks of lieutenant. Hold on. He's lieutenant commander, yeah. So there he is. He still has his kukuri knives, and he mentions that Kobe's observation hockey is, like, insanely better than his is, which also implies that Helmeppo has it too, just not to the extent that Kobe does. Kobe's is probably on, like, a whole other level. Maybe not, like, see the future kind of level, but pretty good. Now, am I the only one? I'm going to bring this up now. Rebecca comes up to Kobe and kind of throws the paper at him. Like, do you want to read the paper, sir? You know Luffy, don't you? And so Kobe reads it, and he's, like, really emotional. Am I the only one feeling some vibes between Rebecca and Kobe here? It might just be because they both have pink hair, but I don't know. Let me show you this one panel. It's kind of weird, because there's, like, little hearts popping up there. I don't... Kobe, don't fuck this up, okay? Kobe, dude. Kobe, you started out like this, okay? And from this chapter, you're looking like you might have the chance to bang this, alright? Kobe, dude. Do not fuck this up, alright? I think they might be the same age, too. Rebecca's 16. I don't think we have an age for Kobe, but he's probably around that same age. Yeah. Don't screw this up, Kobe. The Kobe is probably not much older than Luffy. Kobe actually might be younger than Luffy. Luffy was 17 when he met Kobe. I always thought Kobe was younger than Luffy, so maybe Kobe was 15 or 16 there. If Kobe was the same age as Rebecca, I'm just saying, he looked kind of like, blushing and shit, and Rebecca seemed really into him. I'm like, dude, she's flirting with you. Let's make it happen, guys. Let's make it happen. Never even knew that this is where ships were born. So the next panel, we're moving over to Blackbeard and Kaido. And Kaido is not really that big of a deal. Kaido is just kind of sitting there in his dark room. We don't really see anything, and he's just like, what the hell's that brat that interrupted my trade doing in that old hag's territory? So that's just a little bit of a heads up there on how Kaido views Big Mom. But then we get the scene with Blackbeard. So we see Blackbeard, and we see Augur in the background. Who else? Pizarro is definitely there. Katarina Devon is there, I think. Shiryu, I think, is there. I don't know who this dude is on the far left. The far left, like right here next to the speech bubble. I don't know who that is. But yeah. But anyway, Blackbeard's sitting there, and he's just like, an emperor? That's still too soon for you, kid. And I'm just sitting there like, Blackbeard, you literally went from being a nobody with a 0 bounty to being a warlord within the span of, like, a month or two. It didn't take very long. Shut up. If you could be a Yonko, Luffy could be a goddamn Goko. Damn straight. So, that's that. Then you have one last little scene where we cut over to well, not the last scene of the chapter, but a last scene of just off to the side of a thing where you see on the shore somewheres someone sitting down and reading a paper. Looks like we'll be able to meet you soon. I wonder who it could be. Oh. Wonder who it could be. Could it be maybe Crocus? Yeah, it could be Crocus. What about Eneru? Maybe Eneru found his way back down to Earth. Yeah. Maybe it's Vegapunk. Maybe it's Virgo. Maybe it's Captain Kuro. I'm thinking maybe it's Captain Kuro. Yeah, it's Captain Kuro, right? It's Captain Kuro. Sure. No, I'm shitting. It's Shanks. Yes, it's Shanks. Shanks is back in the story, bros, and brodettes, girls. Yeah, and he's got some stubble. Shanks has got some badass 5 o'clock shadow. He's kicking off. He's kicking ass. So that's Luffy. Yeah. So yeah. Here's the thing about a lot of post chapter things. They just kind of Oda just throws shit at you just to get you excited. So it's like, there's Shanks, but we don't know anything. We don't know where he is. We don't know what he's doing. We don't know anything about the status of Shanks other than the fact that he's sitting on a rocky shore somewhere. That's all we know. But it got your fucking blood pumping, didn't it? We all know who we're going to be jerking off to tonight. Don't freaking... I know what you're saying. Oh, God, Tekking, that's disgusting. Even if you're a straight man, it's Shanks. Come on. Let's be straight with you. Let's... Come on. Like, okay, fine, I'll admit it. Anyway, last scene of the chapter, we cut over to the Thousand Sunny, where we see Brook actually taking a look at the wanted poster, and Brook is just like, Luffy, you forgot to add a few zeros here, or you misplaced the comma. I don't know how you did not read this correctly, but your bounty's not actually 150 million, and Brook's there like counting up. It's like, okay, well that would be 10 million. That place is 10 million, 100 million, a billion, and bam, bam, big-a-lam! Luffy's bounty is now 1.5 billion. With a B. Bam! So, couple of things here. You know, so, I remember, I think it was in the last Reverie, I want to say it is, the Reverie on YouTube, not the Reverie, not the Reverie here. We had this discussion, I know, it might have been King of Lightning that started it, but it was a discussion about how much Luffy's bounty would go up if he defeated Katakuri, because this was back when Katakuri, the battle was still going on. So, we were having this big debate about, you know, there were people that were saying, if Luffy defeats Katakuri, his bounty is immediately going to jump to over 1 billion. It's going to be higher than Katakuri's. And then a lot of people, I'm not putting words in anybody's mouth because it's been a while since I've had this conversation. I'm not saying who said what. I don't remember. I just know some people were saying that it was going to jump that high. In fact, I don't even know if anybody was saying it was going to jump that high. I don't know if anybody was going to say that, oh yeah, Luffy's definitely going to have over 1 billion. But, that's how... Shit, that's how Oda views it. So, I guess we're just taking the logic that if you defeat somebody with a high bounty, no matter how high that bounty is, you're getting a higher bounty. Now, we didn't actually get to see the actual article in the paper in its, like, in a very clear fashion. I think we saw one page of it. Hold on. Let me find the panel where that one page is. No, it's not in the crocodile. See, Oda is a freaking... He's a tricky devil. You gotta look at, like, every single panel with that newspaper, and you get a little bit more of information each time. Oda is a freaking clever bastard. Alright, hold on. Where is it? It's... somewhere here. Yeah, like right here, in this panel with, this isn't what I wanted to show you, but in this panel right here with Kobe, when he's looking at the paper, look at the bottom left. You have a warning about Edward Weevil down there. I just noticed that just now. Gotta look out for that shit. Maybe it was Blackbeard. Yeah, it was the Blackbeard. Yeah, Blackbeard was the one that read it. It just says Big Mom assassination plot. So, the story that Morgans has spun is that Luffy defeated Big Mom. Not just getting out of her territory. Luffy physically defeated Big Mom in a fight. The Marines really had no choice at that point to give Luffy that kind of bounty. And also, that kind of gives us a vague ballpark of where the bounty of a Yonko might be. Luffy is not, like, actually like a Yonko yet. I think there's just the murmurings of people calling him a Yonko. But, or calling him an Emperor. I guess I shouldn't say Yonko because Luffy would be one more, so that'd be 5 instead of 4. But, yeah, that might actually give us a vague ballpark on where the bounties of Yonko are. Yeah, it says Vegapunk in the other panel too. Yeah, I didn't notice that either. I noticed it in the VV panel first. So that's the end of the chapter. That's it. So, yeah. Big one. Yeah, so just to summarize, Sanji's got a raid suit. He doesn't want to use it, but he'll totally use it. Sanji's bounty is 330 million. Nami still has Zeus. News around the world is being spread that Luffy is now unofficially the 5th Emperor. People are going to Reverie. Shirahoshi's going to Reverie. Kobe and Helmeppo have their introductions. Kobe might be, snuggling with Rebecca tonight if he doesn't screw this up. He needs a good wingman. Is Helmeppo a good wingman? Would you want Helmeppo as your wingman? I don't think you want Helmeppo as your wingman, bro. But hey, Kuros likes Kobe. Kuros seems to be okay with him, so you have the blessings of Dad. So, yeah, that might be something to go down. I ship the Rebecca x Kobe. We need to get some Rebecca x Kobe artwork now. We need to get that out there. And then Luffy's bounty is, of course, we see Crocodile somewhere, we see Shanks somewhere, and Luffy's bounty is now 1.5 billion. Read a chapter title. Read it out loud and think about it. Yeah, I did. Now I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad I made that Nami and Zeus video earlier this week. Kind of worked out, didn't it? Now I just wish I would have got my Kobe video done on time. Well, you know how it goes. Hose. I'm just kidding. You're not my hose. I love you guys. Let's go through some of the super chats here. Oh, shit. We have 2,000 people watching right now. I think that's not a record, because I've had more than that when I was doing, other, special streams. But I guess this isn't really a normal stream. Maybe I should do live streams in the future. I don't know. We'll see. Because I'm really only doing this because the chapter came out so late. I know I couldn't do a review, and I want to get something out, because this chapter was revolutionary. This chapter was such a big deal that I had to talk about it. I had to do something to talk about it. Even if it's not in the format that I'm used to and all that stuff, I have to do it, right? You got to. Chapter, Luffy's bounty is 1.5 billion. I mean, I couldn't just say, I couldn't just go, what do you expect me to do? Go on Twitter and just be like, hold on, guys, chapter will be out tomorrow. Click. No, that doesn't do it justice, man. Yeah, I'm still going to do a review about this, but it'll be out tomorrow. And also, here's the thing. I'm not 100% sure it'll be out tomorrow. I mean, I'll try, but I'm getting off work in the afternoon, and then I gotta go. I'm going to a friend's place tomorrow to do this thing that I already planned, and I have to do it because my friend Casey, they're going on vacation, so I have to do this thing. I'm going to my friend Casey and Zach's place. We're gonna play a Pokemon board game and film that. So I already made plans for that. I have to do that. So I have time tomorrow to do it, but I'm not sure if it'll work, but we'll see. Carrot is just being the Straw Hat's lookout. There you go. Position for the bunny girl. Bunny girl position. The chapter is out now. I don't know why people are still posting that. But okay. Okay, buddy. I know. Awesome. It's cool, man. It's cool. I imagine it's just somebody outside my house. The grass is green! Thanks, Tom. I know. The grass is green, though, Matt. Yep. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, bro. Okay. Matt, the grass is green. Yep, I heard you the first 3 times, dude. Tom is the king of redundancy. Tom, the king of redundancy. I'll take, and now that everybody is going to spam the chapter is out and the grass is green, I am now going to take this time to look at my super chats. Okay, please check your super chats. Okay. Carrot is just there being the Straw Hat's lookout. Just answered that one. You deserve our support, Tekking. Support me. Okay, guys. Trust fall. Support me! You guys got me? I'm gonna fall backwards. You got me? Are you sure? Because I'm not gonna stand here with my butt hanging out all day. Alright. Ah! You liars! Of all the injustice. That's it. Channel's over. I'm deleting it. That's it. I'm deleting all the videos. Everything's going. Deleting the channel. Dream's over. I'm gonna go and get a job at Home Depot working in an industry I know nothing about. I don't know anything about hardware. I know nothing about power tools. I know nothing about how to build a shed. But god damn it, I will be working at Home Depot, and I will be giving people advice on how to paint their house, even though I've never painted anything in my life, and I didn't even know that you're supposed to apply a primer until, like, I don't know, a year ago I found that out. So, that was a rant. Okay. You're still just on the... That chapter is out! The grass is green! Okay. Let's see. Big Mom will be pissed over the lie. She is over... I forgot to bring that part up, but yeah, she is pissed. I had a stroke reading this chapter. I think a lot of people did. Sanji's gone, plus 253 million via the association. Awesome. Okay. Don't worry, Tech. I creamed my underwear, too. Yeah, I know, right? Can you did a video about all the One Piece intros? I've thought about it. I've thought about doing videos involving, like, the One Piece, like, the best One Piece intros or anything. The catch is I can't show them, because copyright, and I very well can't play the songs and the intro. That'll get taken down right away. Or at least blocked somewhere. In most countries, anyway. But I might figure out some way to do that. I'll figure out in some way, shape, or form, but I won't be able to actually show the intros. But I do want to do something focusing on the music of One Piece. By the way, this is something I realized. I should have noticed this years ago, because it's been going on for literally, like, 10 years. One Piece doesn't have an ending theme. When I say that, I know a lot of you might be saying, well, no shit, no duh. But I know some of you are going to be sitting there like, oh yeah, you're right, it doesn't. Most anime have an ending theme. One Piece did have them for a while, but they stopped back during the Enies Lobby arc. Yeah. No ending themes for like 10 years. It didn't really click until recently. Check your super chats, please. That's what I'm doing, thanks. Devil Fruits of Big Mom arc weird or strange? Not really that weird. Not really that strange, given in the One Piece world. Most of them revolved around food. Alright. You know, Puddings was memories. Katakuri's was mochi. That mochi one was probably one of the weirder ones. The mirror one was cool. Cracker's fruit was alright. Yeah, they weren't really that weird. Smoothies was a little weird. But, you know, and compared to all the other devil fruits, I mean, come on. Invert the colors, it helps. I'm okay with, because I use that in the review. When I do the review, I throw up images of the chapters. Those are fine, but I'm just thinking if I had, like, the chapter in its entirety next to me and I was just scrolling down through the whole thing, that's the thing I think maybe they wouldn't be happy about. R.I.P. Fappy the Third. R.I.P. Bow Chicka Bow Wow, I support the Bloods. Oh, okay. The original troll tacking, I try. And that's another one about the Bloods and the Crips. And then 1.5 billion. Thanks, Andrew. The grass is greener on the other side. $2. Thank you, sir. Oh, and $5. I believe the bounty is a time skip without an actual time skip. What do you mean by that? Because I'm figuring that they're just, they're going to have a little time skip to Wano, but they've done that before. Like, I think there was a time skip between Punk Hazard and Dressrosa. It took them a while to get there. Sky is blue. No, it's not. It's dark right now. I'm looking out my window right now. The sky looks pretty black to me. Sing the intros yourself. I was considering it. Damn it, sir. You figured out my idea. Now I can't do it. So what did you guys think of the chapter? Scale of 1 to... Hold on. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I'm not used to this kind of format right here. $1.50. Thanks, Goldie Luffy. The sky is a limit. Sure. Take him to the limit. Oh, man. I can't wait to see how, like... Oh, we also got to see Bartolomeo's reaction. Kind of. He was in silhouette, but Bartolomeo was just like, you know, hearts around him like, Luffy-senpai! It was Shanks out of 10. I like that. How many Shanks out of 10? All the Shanks out of 10. 1 Shank out of 10. I rate it 1.5 billion. Yep. Thoughts on Katakuri joining the crew? I think that's not going to happen at this point. If that was going to happen, I think it would have happened back there. I don't think that'll happen now. I just thought it would have been kind of cool if it did, you know? On a scale of 1 to 10, it's 1.5 billion, sir. Where's the 6 cents of anime video? I didn't do it yet. Ara. Can you say $1 billion? Dun, 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 dun. And I've never even watched Austin Powers. Did I do a good Dr. Evil? I've never even watched that movie. Oh, that was beautiful. That was good. That makes me good that 2,000 people were in here to watch that. And I have something that's out that I could, you know, hold you guys over until I can get the review out. Maybe tomorrow or Sunday, depending. We'll see. At least I talked about it, you know. I wonder what I'm going to use the thumbnail for in this one, though. Thumbnails. Thumbnails are always fun to do. Figure out what the hell you're doing. Oh, man. I could always, you know what I could actually do for a thumbnail? Instead of, hold on. I have an idea. Want to make a thumbnail with me? Tekking101 thumbnail time! So making thumbnails is an art that's been passed down to us from our forefathers. Cavemen actually made thumbnails back in their caves. You know, they had to do it. They had to instruct their fellow cavemen on how to hunt the buffalo. Not the buffalo. That was a little bit later. I don't think they had buffalo in Europe. They had to instruct their fellow cave people how to hunt the gazelles and shit. Well, they had trouble getting their fellow cave people to actually listen to their lessons and watch the cave drawings. So they had to come up with thumbnails to interest the cave people into watching. And it was bad, too. This was some old school clickbaity shit. Like, the cavemen would draw women, like stick-figured girls with huge boobies on the cave, and they'd be like, oh, Ugg going to like this production. And they go in, and they're like, now here's a video on how to hunt gazelle. But it's like, oh, Ugg get clickbaited again. Oh, well, Ugg watch video anyway, but Ugg going to dislike. So, that's how that worked. It was a hard time. It took a while to, you know, get back up to where we were now. Alrighty, so, because this chapter is all about Luffy, and it's the bounty chapter, you know, what I could do is this. Little bit of that, little bit of this, little bit of that, little bit of this, little bit of that. You gotta dance when you're doing thumbnails. We're gonna need a expression of, oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's beautiful. That's definitely going in. Okay, we gotta get the image that we need. Okay, and a lot of times when I have images from, you know, the anime, you gotta crop things out. So there's that. I would show you my desktop right now, but there is some softcore hentai on it right now. So sorry, guys. So let's take some questions while I'm cropping this image out. Oh my god, this is so freaky, but it's unique. It catches your eye. I was about to sleep, and then there's the chapter dropped. I know, right? It's crazy. I use GIMP 2.0. Well, actually, I think it's like a further up version, and this is a newer version of GIMP. Whatever the newest version of GIMP is, that's what I'm using. But, yeah, I don't use Adobe Photoshop or anything. I just find it not really all that useful to me. I mean, I can do everything I can do on there with GIMP, so... let's see. Cropping out an image, And you want it to look good. You don't want it to look fucking frayed, so I'm really meticulous about that. Whenever I crop out an image, I really make damn sure that the edges look good, and I'll magnify it, and I'll make sure the colors are all even. Sometimes I have to redraw shit myself. Depends on, you know, what's missing, or there's not the right angle of somebody that I have to, you know, take out. I have to take something out of the image or something. I've been doing it for a while now. Sometimes I'll fuck up and have to add an extra line in. Okay. So, we got that. Oh, man, that looks so freaky. Maybe I should just take his face for that instead of the arm. Because the arm looks really weird off to the side. If you saw this image... Okay, I'll show you this. This was an image I found of Luffy. It's just a random scene from an episode. But the way his arms are off to the side looks weird. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out his face. And I know that off to the left here, this is shaded differently. I'm not going to use that part of it. It's going to be cropped a certain way. But yeah, I think I'm just going to cut off his face here and then just use that in the thumbnail. Cursed image. Chapter's out. Grass is green. Thanks, Tom. What would we do without Tom in our lives, guys? What would we do without Tom? So let me tell you a story. I was walking into Walmart today. I had to go get some groceries. I had to go get some dog food for my dog because she's a persnickety little freaking Countess of Dunsbury or whatever. She only demands the finest dog food. She eats pedigree and nothing else. Like, no, I'm serious. I ran out of pedigree this morning. So I gave her a can of Old Roy, wouldn't touch it. I gave her some dry dog food, wouldn't touch it. She had like 3 different kinds of dog food laid out in front of her, wouldn't eat. Just wouldn't eat it, because it's not what she likes. So I had to drive all the way to Walmart. I was in the middle of editing a video when I was doing this, but I had to drive all the way to Walmart, get groceries, get some dog food for her, fine, whatever. As I was walking into Walmart, there was this guy, this older dude with this giant, like, Santa Claus beard hanging out right next to Walmart, okay? And, you know, he was just, you know, chilling out. But as I approached him, I noticed he was eating something. And they actually came out with these, like, huge cans of Pringles, right? And, like, the Mega Stack Pringles. Like, there's just more Pringles in a can now. And he's sitting there, he's just outside the Walmart on the sidewalk, scarfing down Pringles. And when I say scarfing down Pringles, I mean the dude is literally just, like, sitting there outside Walmart, just like, just taking out big fucking handfuls of fucking cheese cheddar Pringles and just older dude, looks giant white beard, just eating these Pringles. And I found that funny. I just found that really fucking funny. So I'm like, okay, dude. Whatever, man. You do you. Pringles are good. I admit Pringles are awesome, you know? Pringles are totally awesome. But then, the funny thing is, I was in Walmart for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer than that, doing all my shopping, grabbing some other shit. And finally, when I came out of Walmart, guess what? He was still there eating He was just finishing up when I walked out. The dude was still there, polishing off this... The dude was just... He bought a can of Pringles in Walmart, went outside into the sidewalk, and I guess while he was waiting for his bus or whatever, just downed an entire can of Mega Stack Pringles just right there in the sidewalk, right outside of Walmart. You know what? Hell, man, you know, that's awesome. That's a skill right there. That's a talent. Good job, sir. Good job. America needs more people like you, sir. Alright, so let me take this image. Save that. Pringles are good but expensive. They're not expensive. At least I don't think so. Maybe that's a tell that I'm rich. Tekking thinks Pringles are cheap? He must be of the upper crust. Upper crust. Alright, cool. So I'm going to make a thumbnail really quick. Something basic, nothing too complicated here. Something like... Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, give me the money shot. Oh, yeah. Give it to me, baby. Oh, yeah, line that up. Oh, yeah. Oh, what do you got? You think you got it? Oh, yeah, 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 that'll do it. That'll do it. I kind of don't like it now. I have to get the angle of it right. Maybe it'll look good. Hello from Virginia, USC. USC? I think this could work. I just have to add one more thing to it. Kobe is a captain! We knew that like 4 years ago, but thanks for trying. Yeah, we knew that right at the end of... excuse me. We knew that right at the end of, I think, Fishman Island, because that's when Film Z came out. And the episode of Luffy. So Zeus is gluttonous for sure. Yeah, Zeus is bigger now and still choosing, like, he got his power back somewhat, and he's still choosing to stick around with Nami. So, yeah, I think that's a good example right there that Zeus is, yeah, he's staying with the crew of his own free will. Yep. Alright, let me add in something like this. Have you read Golden Kamui? No, I haven't. Gotta add a censor bar in here. Oh, I think I'll, oh, I know it'll make it look nice if I do it with the fade, crossfade, add a little feather to it. Oh, that'll look nice. Oh, yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. Okay. It's on Wicked Dick's page. Alright, I don't know if I want to put... See, I add text in a lot of my thumbnails. Like, here's that carnivorous zone thing I did today. So I usually like to throw in the title of the video in the thumbnail. It's just something I've always done. But if there's not enough room for it, then I don't try to force it in if it doesn't work. So what do you guys think about this thumbnail I drew up here? I might add a border around this. What do you think about this? Shocked expression of Luffy there. You got his wanted poster off to the side, but I blurred out the number. I'm trying to think of other ways I could do that. I could always draw it to make it look like the wanted poster's ripped. I thought about doing that. I could always do that. Yeah. Add a neck for Luffy. Yeah, let's see if we can add a neck for Luffy. That does look pretty fun. See, like I said, a lot of times I have to redraw shit. Let's see if we can make a neck for Luffy here. Come on, Luffy, you deserve a fucking neck. Put your neck out for ya, Luffy. Put a neck out for ya. Alright, so here's how we redraw shit. First off, you gotta get the color you're working with. So, take your little ink dabber tool, get the color here. So that's the exact same color as Luffy. But you have to remember... Maybe I might be able to get away. See, there's a right way to do it, and there's like a half-assing way to do it. I feel like the half-assing way to do it would just be to do it like this, you know, and then just bump up that a little bit here, and yep, and then just do it like that. That's kind of like the half-assed way to do it. Yeah, that doesn't look good. That just makes... See, if I don't add that black line there, it just makes Luffy look like he's got a fucking giant chin or something. So, yeah, let's add in the line. Now, the lines here are always tricky because they're never a solid black. They're always like a gradient. So, let me try to get... See, like, that's a dark brown that I just copied, but let's see if we can make it work. Nope, too big. Yeah, 0.3 might be good. Just to give it a general look. Nah, you took his chin. Yeah, that's what I mean. Nah, that's too thick. Hold on. That's way too thick. Alright. And maybe a little bit darker, too. Oh, I know. Maybe the brush tool will be better here. No, that doesn't work. No, it's too thin. See, it's hard to get it exactly right here. Thick. That's way too thick. Name your... See, I don't know if adding the neck is going to work here. If it doesn't look good, it don't look good. Hold on. Let me... What's around here? Let me just try straight black. That might look better. A trick I've used before is... Ah, damn it. I keep fucking it up. Nah, damn it. Hold on. Let me try something here. Alright, instead of doing that, let's do this. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make this look good. Yeah. Let me, hold on. There's a way I can do this. Tekking finishes the line. It's not about finishing the line. It's about finishing the line and making it look nice. Hold on a second. Yeah, because he doesn't have a neck in the original. It's his shirt that's blocking it. So he doesn't really have a neck because he's looking forward. Holy shit, this chapter is so crazy. You should remove that black line on the left side of his face. No. Just give him a beard. Give him an epic beard. Or you know, I could always do this. This is probably Occam's razor this shit out of this. And while we're at it, let me grab because there's a weird logo at the bottom of Luffy's, you know, Luffy wanted poster. That's the one I wanted. That's a snapshot from the anime. The one I had was like a fan-drawn one, and there was like a logo in the corner. That's the one I want. That looks good. Okay, and let me just adjust the censor bar here. Oh, I think that looks way better. Alright, what do you guys think of this one? Hold on, I don't have it up yet. Bam. I like that one. I like that one. Now let's see how it looks with text. See if we can get text on there. If I was going to add it, I would add it at the top. Just read the chapter. Just read the chapter. Oh, okay. Read and read are the same thing. The grass is out! I don't think it's as good. Well, I do. It looks better because Luffy's head just, it doesn't have a fucking neck. It would look rather weird otherwise. Alright. Nah, that doesn't look right. Let's just screw the text. If I'm gonna use a thumbnail, I'll be using this. Alright. Yeah. That looks good. Make his head in the poster smaller to fit the text blend. Okay, now we're not taking advice on how to do thumbnails, okay? Because a billion people are going to tell me all the different things to do. We're keeping it with this, okay? I like this. I'm happy with this. We're using this. Now, not that I don't like help. It's just that, you know, a billion people will start sending me like, oh, just do this, just do this, just do this, just do this. So, you know, it's going places. I just realized, though, that I'm going to be using this as the thumbnail, and then half of this stream is also me just fiddle fucking around with a thumbnail, so I might want to use the editing tool with that. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work now. How am I going to save this? Huh. I'm not used to doing the live reads, you know? I don't save live streams anyway. When's the next art contest? I have no idea when the next art contest will be. Probably not on my channel for a while because that was a lot of work, and then just doing Roger's one was also, you know, a lot of time-consuming things. So, yeah, it might be a while before I do another one. Joy Boy has to do another one, though. That's the next rule. There is no problem. Nami's boobs can't fit. Well, that's hard, you know, like even with a full thumbnail at my disposal, I don't know if I would be able to fit Nami's boobs. Why not make it once a year? Once a year, what? It took 1.5 billion for Brook to grow eyes. He grew eyes and he also has a tongue now. And I think it's just for comedic effect. Don't think too much into it. Don't think too much into it like, oh my god, Brook has eyes now. He has a tongue. What? No, it's just comedic effect. It's whenever Odin needs him to have a tongue to taste something, he'll have a tongue to taste something. Yeah. Have you read the chapter already? Yes. You should be able to rewind the stream. Maybe you won't, but maybe. The anime version of you doesn't look like you. Well, probably because I don't look as cool in real life. Alright, now it's too cold in here, so I need to turn the fan off. Damn you, weather! Damn you! Damn you, weather! I don't know whether the weather... Oh, check this out. So... Oh, two things, actually. I promised somebody... I don't know, well... It's already like, an hour and 11 minutes into the stream. Yeah, we could do that. Sure, why not? Somebody sent me, some fan mail for my birthday, and I didn't open it. Well, it got here after my birthday. So, we have some of that now. And, oh, yeah. So, this was something sent to me by, Danica. And a lot of it's some One Piece stuff, and I'm going to share the best for last because this thing is awesome. So first we got some One Piece Ramune, and it's a carbonated soft drink from Japan. I think this is the kind of thing that has like a marble in it and you drop. Yeah, so you got Ramune. It's got 21 grams of sugar in it. I guess I could have a sip to see what it's like. Well, it's a soft drink, so it's carbonated. So as soon as I open it, I'm going to have to drink it. But okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's... Damn you, Japan, and your convoluted... There are 5 steps on how to open this bottle. That's why I love America. We only have 1 step to open our soda. Glug. That is kind of way too many steps to open a soda bottle. It's not soda, it's a carbonated soft drink. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it. Chug, chug, chug. See what Luffy tastes like. This is the drink that Luffy sponsors. Step 1, remove this film. Step 2, take off the opener from plastic cap. Take off... I gotta assemble shit? What is this? Okay, take off opener from plastic cap. Okay. Now I have 2 things. Hold... I haven't even removed the film yet. Alright. Step 3. Place the opener at the top of the bottle and press down with your palm. Okay. Shit. Okay? Why are you doing this, Japan? This is entirely too many steps. Step 4, the marble will be dropped. Okay, good. Step 5, keep pressing for 5 seconds to prevent the liquid from spilling out. Well, you should have told me that before! Alright, so now there's a marble in my soda. Why? Why is there a marble in my soda? Why is that a thing? So you get a free marble at the end of it? Okay. It tastes like... It tastes like, what the fuck is that? It tastes like Sprite. There's definitely like a citrus lemon lime thing going on here. So it's definitely kind of like Sprite, but there's something else. I'm trying to pin down this fucking flavor. I want to say bubblegum? That's the closest thing I got to it? Yeah, it tastes like bubblegum. Yeah, kind of. I want to say bubblegum is the closest thing I'm getting to this. Imagine Sprite mixed with bubblegum. Holy shit, there's a giant warning label on the side of it. Maybe I should have read this beforehand. Number 1, do not swallow green opener. Discard after use. Okay, discard it. You can't hurt anybody anymore. Number 2, keep out of reach from small children. Well, that's debatable when talking about me. Adult supervision is advised to open bottle. 3, removing marble from bottle might cause injury. Okay, so you put a marble in your soda. If I was a little kid and I was drinking this, I'd be like, I'm gonna get that marble. But then it's like, yeah, but don't try to get that marble because it could hurt you because it smashed the freaking bottle against something. 4, do not freeze or store product under direct sunlight. But what about at the same time? What if I try to freeze it under direct sunlight? Number 5, do not store product in car where it is exposed to extreme hot temperatures. Number 6, do not consume if either marble or bottle is tampered with. Okay. Well, I don't think it was tampered with, but I don't know. Okay. So that's Luffy. Luffy tastes like bubblegum and Sprite, in case you were curious. Next up, we have these things. I think these are mochi cakes. These are rice cakes. Azuki Daifuku. Daifuku?! Where's the genie? I've had these before. They don't taste that substantial. We also got some Pocky. And a Law t-shirt. I've never seen this t-shirt before. I don't know if this is an official shirt. It's looking like one. Yeah, it's an official shirt. This looks like something that you would buy at, like, Tokyo Tower or something, you know? One Piece. And it's written in English and in Japanese. The year 2017 will mark the 20th anniversary of Eiichiro Oda's popular manga series, which is still running in the Weekly Shonen Jump magazine and has also remained a highly popular long-running TV show since it was first animated in 1999 as one of the greatest sources of entertainment in modern times. As one of the greatest sources of entertainment in modern times. That is a tall... I mean, I'm not... That's debatable, but just, you know, it's best-selling manga of all time. I guess that would be kind of up there, but it's just crazy, you know? One Piece continues to expand while spawning off many spin-offs. How many One Piece spin-offs are there? There's not a lot of One Piece spin-off manga, you know? It's kind of just One Piece. So then we got this. It's a me! Tekking! It's a Tekking doll! Come on, guys! Now, at first, I was looking at this and I was like, okay, this looks like something that could be used for some kind of weird fucking voodoo ritual. You know, like, hold on a second. Let me take out this little knife I have in here. Just gonna... Ow! Fuck! Ah! Okay, yeah, that's definitely... There's something going on here. That's... Ow. Yeah. But, yeah. That's creepy shit. But, no. This obviously took a lot of effort to make. They even got, like, different colors of my hair. Like, they didn't just use one fabric for my hair. Yeah, so here is the creepy Tekking doll. I don't think it's creepy. I like it. They got the suit. They got the tie. I like it. That looks pretty cool. I like that. Alright. And if I ever need a voodoo doll of myself, there you go. And this is a card that Dianca sent me. Hope your birthday is like a One Piece movie. It was like, I hope your birthday is like an action movie, but she crossed out action and wrote One Piece over it. Apologies for being late for your actual birthday, but I hope your day was special. I was in Japan, Epcot, here in Florida, and thought you might enjoy some of these treats. Also, take care of Plushie, Tekking101. I make plushies for numerous people I like from YouTube and anime shows. Well, thank you. Tekking-chan needs a good home. His name is Tekking-chan. Tekking-chan. Keep up the entertaining videos and great work. Yeah. Okay, so the original text of this card should read, hope your birthday is like an action movie, filled with thrills, fast cars, and at least one gratuitous sex scene. But she X'd that out, so now it reads, hope your birthday is like a One Piece movie, filled with thrills, fast cars, and at least one gratuitous sex scene with Robin. I hope so, too. Happy birthday, Spirit Kitten. Danica. Spirit Kitten, I guess, is her handle. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, Danica. And, yeah, so we got all that cool stuff here. And the Ramume. Yeah, that's just a bag she sent me. Okay, so... And also what I got in the mail that day. I got this stuff yesterday. Tomorrow... I'm going to be doing... What happened to my hero vids? I usually do them Saturday, but probably not going to get out tomorrow. The problem that I've discovered is I'm just one guy doing this. I'm just one dude. So, let me give you my plight, as it were, sir. Okay? I have to wake up to... I think My Hero Academia, isn't it airing tonight? Okay, well, after this, I'm going to go take a shower and then go to bed. Because I have work tomorrow morning. I have work tomorrow morning until 2 o'clock. I have to get off at 2 o'clock. I have to go get something to eat. I have to come home and, you know, take off my work clothes and everything and then get to filming the review. And then as soon as I'm done filming the review, hopefully I'll have enough time to edit it. And then I have to go down to my friend's place at 6, and I'm probably not going to get back until late. And then I have work tomorrow on Sunday morning at early as well. So you see my predicament when it comes to filming stuff. I'm just one dude. I would love to clone myself and do multiple things, but I can't, unfortunately. If I have time to do it, I do it. That's how it goes. And I'm also very chill when it comes to, if I can't, like, for example, the Attack on Titan chapter. It came out like 3 weeks ago, or maybe like 2 weeks ago. I didn't have time to do it. And it just didn't happen. So I'm skipping it and I'm moving on to the next one. I'm not getting backed up with these. If the same thing with My Hero Academia, I'm taking it by ear. If I have enough time to talk about the episode, I'll talk about the episode. If I don't have enough time to talk about it, I'm not going to kill myself. Okay, now that's one more thing I have to do. Because it's just going to keep stacking up. So it's just it's a source of stress that's not needed. If I have enough time to do it, I'll do it. Has it ever been said that Robin's devil fruit hands have to be the size or larger? I mean, she should be able to make microscopic arms and then, like, close a wound or something. I mean, I guess she could do microscopic arms, but she would have to eventually separate her arms at one point, and I don't think she can do that. I think they have to be the size of her normal body parts. Because even when she does her, her mono, her huge hand thing, it's just a bunch of hands together to make a giant hand. That's all it is. $100. Good gosh. It's not $100. It's 100 sex. Sex. But anyway, I got this in the mail. So, this is Pokemon Master Trainer, which is an old school board game that I'm going to be making a video about tomorrow with my friends. So, stay tuned for that. It won't be out tomorrow. I'm filming it tomorrow, and I'll have to edit stuff in. I've never filmed a... When was the last time you ever played a board game? Here's a question for you. You know? It's been a long time since I played any board game. Probably the last one I played was, like, Monopoly or some shit, but it's been a long time. So, yeah. Have that tomorrow. So, Tekking, what happened to Luffy only getting a small bounty increase? Did I ever say that? I don't think I've said that. That doesn't seem like something I would say. Maybe I did. If I did, I guess I was wrong. And a lot of people were wrong. 2016, 2 years. Bored James, Tekking. Bored James. Bored Matt. Starting my new series. Whoa. I'm done with anime, guys. I'm putting a stop to anime. The anime's over. I'm doing strictly board games now. See, okay, here's the problem I have. I'm even debatable using this as a thumbnail because I don't start talking, because I start off trolling you guys with the live stream. You know, I start off trolling you with the fucking Star Wars thing, and I don't want to fuck with people. I might just leave it as my normal discuss. I might just do that, and I just, you know, I don't want to troll people too much. Unless I take the stream down and then only cut out the parts that I want to keep in and then re-upload it, but that would take so much time, and I want it to be out right now. You know? I don't like to clickbait people too bad. Like, I don't want to use this thumbnail and then, you know, the first 15 minutes of the video is just me jerking around with, like, glug, glug. So, guys, about Star Wars, you know? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How long have you been streaming? 1 hour and 25 minutes, and I'm going to be ending it probably right about now. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. Well, I thought it was always while I pondered weak and weary, not while I searched weak and weary. I think you're getting your Poe wrong, sir. Let me look up the Raven. Maybe you're right. I don't know, but I thought I knew my Raven pretty damn well. Yes, once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. Yeah, searched wasn't on there. Learn your Poe, good sir. YouTube is a business. Clickbait gets views. Yeah, but I don't want to do it. It's like a personal thing. I don't have anybody like against, if you use clickbaity shit. But I feel like there's a limit with clickbait for me. Everybody can do their own thing the way they want to do it. It's just that I have certain scruples about things, Sometimes, like anything involving, like I've talked a lot about boobs on the channel, but I've never made a thumbnail like, hold on, what's a good example of this? Hold on, I have to go to the Nami folder for this one. Side trip to the Nami folder. Tekking, I'm graduating. Good job. You use clickbait too. Not the kind that I don't like. Let me explain. So if I'm going to do a video about like Nami's, climate act or something, I could easily put it like, an image of, where is my damn, there it is. I was like, I lost my Nami folder for a second. It's like, okay, if I'm going to do a video about Nami's climate act, I could make, something like this the thumbnail. Like, look at that. Those are those really ridiculous scenes on Zoe when she was like, there was one where she was running the climate attack right through her boobs. It was like really freaking, like this is the one. Like, look at that. I could use that as the thumbnail. But I'm like, nah, that's going a little too far. That's a little bit too sexual, So I have a limit with that kind of thing. What percentage do you make from Super Chats? I think it's like 70-30, something like that. Then again, I guess everybody has a different definition of what clickbait is, So, yeah. And then some people just don't give a shit. Some people like Logan Paul, they don't give a shit at all. They'll do like all the... One thing I don't like about anything, you'll never see me do this, the circle and arrow bullshit. I hate that. I hate the circle and arrow bullshit. Like, look at the giant arrow in the thumbnail. You need to look at this. No, I'll never do that. I think that's horrible because you're treating the audience like a bunch of fucking monkeys at that point. Like, oh, look at the arrow. Look at arrow pointing at circle. Must click on video to find out what in circle that arrow pointing to. That's fucking, yeah. A good clickbait. Luffy is dead with a bunch of blood. Yeah, like if Luffy was fighting Katakuri, I could clickbait the shit out of that video and be like, Luffy versus Katakuri, and then it has like Katakuri standing over Luffy, and I could add blood all over the place, make it look like he's missing an eye or some shit. That kind of shit I don't do. I don't do that kind of shit. That's kind of like, yeah, I'm not a fan. Wait, so Luffy is a Yonko now, right? Well, it wouldn't be a Yonko, it'd be a Goko. Be a Goku. Just have a picture of Shanks, that would be clickbait. Yeah, I could kind of see that, because the chapter's not based on him in the slightest. It has one little panel off to the side, and that's all he is. You don't do false advertising clickbait. No, I don't. No, any clickbait that you could say that my videos have, at least it's about the subject matter at hand here. Like, if there was a chapter where... I'm trying to think of a good example off the cuff here. Like, if there's a chapter where Luffy meets Kaido, just meets him, just sees him, and in the thumbnail, I use this image of Luffy fighting Kaido, like, bloody and shit. Like, that would be false advertising. That doesn't happen in the chapter, you know? But anyway, I think that's everything that I wanted to discuss here. I wanted to discuss the chapter with you guys, obviously, tonight. I really feel like this was scattershotted and not a very good stream. I feel like this was actually kind of a shitty stream because it's just different from my normal thing. Maybe you think otherwise, but I'm not really proud of this one, to be honest with you. But I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up and I'll keep everything on there, and I'll you know what I'll do? I'll put a little thing. Well, I'll keep it up. I hope YouTube doesn't do that stupid audio desync thing, because that happens sometimes with live streams when I leave them up. If that's the case, I'll have to take it down and re-upload it, blah, blah, blah. But I'll leave it up, and I'll put a little thing in the description of when I start discussing the chapter, because that's what most people coming to the video are going to want to see. So I'll put that in the description, you know, like chapter discussion starts at blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that'll be that. Thanks for watching, everybody, I guess. Yeah. Have a good night. Maybe I should check out the super chats one more time before I go. Where is Caesar Clown? What will happen to him? No idea where Caesar's at right now. He's off having his own adventure. Smoothie is Bay, much like Nami. Hail Hydra. Hail Hydra. Thoughts on Pedro becoming the Pirate King? Well, he'll have to fight Roger down in hell, so we'll see how that goes. And who is your One Piece husbando? Probably Zoro. What is there to do in a small town that's out of the way? I assume it's a farmy rural town area. What is there to do in a small town that's out of the way? I don't know if you were asking me, like, what do I do? I go for runs a lot. I walk a lot. I'm getting back into running because it's getting warmer out. Can we get a video on the minks already? I've made a few already. Never like a dedicated video just about the minks in general, but I made that species video where I talked about them, so I can maybe make a video about the minks. Where can I read One Piece online? Manga Stream or Kiss Manga is where I go, usually. Sounds like every single Walmart about the Pringle guy. Do you have a One Punch Man OC? No, I don't. Howdy. Howdy. Chapter is up, by the way. Yeah, I know that. Where's the Sixth Sense of... Okay, now I think we're getting back to... Yeah, I think we're getting back to all this. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. This will be Tekking101 signing out. You guys have a good night.